everyone. Welcome to this episode of Raising Noir Twins. Y'all, on this episode, I'm super duper excited to have this young lady here. This is something, she has a program. Let's just start by saying that. She has a program that I have been looking for my girls for a very long time. They're only 3. It's not like they're 10 or something like that. But I've been thinking about this for a very long time. Everyone puts their kids in ballet and all this stuff. And I'm like, that's great. Don't get me wrong. Eventually they'll be in that and gymnastics and all this stuff. But I really wanted them to, because they're half Haitian. And so I really wanted them to still have that, Afro-Caribbean flavor, know their culture and all that good stuff. And it's been so hard finding that in Northern California and specifically, in Sacramento. And so this young lady has a program called Mocha Princess Project, and it's dedicated to teaching young, little, beautiful girls dance of African and Caribbean dance. And so, y'all, welcome to the show, Miss Malaika. How you doing, girl?
I'm doing well.
Yeah. Awesome. And so before we get started, just go ahead and tell us more about social media. How can everybody follow you and follow your program? And, the name of it, enrollment dates and ages, all that good stuff.
Okay. So the program is Mocha Princess Project, as you said, and we are located in Sacramento. And basically, I am taking ages 3 all the way to age 15.
Oh, wow.
I do split my classes by different age groups, and we focus more on different stages of African and Caribbean dance.
Okay.
This year we're finishing at the end of this month. And then next year we start around April.
Okay.
And then next year as well, I'm kind of switching it up a little bit, only because this year was our first year. So it's kind of like a trial and error for me.
Okay, that was going to be my first question. So this is a pretty new program then?
Yes. So
nice.
I've been wanting to do since I was 16 years old.
Wow.
And I've been dreaming about having this program ever since I was 16. And it's basically been like a dream come true. Just because of, the feedback I'm getting from people, the interest that I'm getting from people. It's been super surprising to me. So,
girl, let me tell you, because I don't know if you grew up here in Sacramento, but we don't have a lot of Afro-Caribbean influence here in Sacramento. And for a long time, I lived in Miami. And so I loved it. I was just immersed into it. And, I've traveled to the Caribbean a lot and everything like that with my job. And so when I came back here, I just moved back right before COVID, right before the world shut down, right? And so it was just I was missing that. And that's why I was just I really want this for my girls, So that's really great to know that, this has been a dream of yours, and to bring that to an area that where we lack that. That's major, girl. That's why you're getting all this feedback. We need all this, okay? We've been looking for this.
There's so many people wanting to connect to, African and Caribbean culture, but they don't have a way to do it. So I want this to be a way for family, not just the girls, but for families to connect.
Yeah, this is awesome. And so, so you were saying you wanted to do this for a very long time, since you were 16. So was dance always a passion of yours, or did you kind of at 16, that's kind of when you got into it, or kind of what's your journey with dance?
So basically I've been dancing since I was able to walk.
Okay.
My parents are from Kenya. So East Africa. So basically the culture has always been immersed into my life.
Gotcha.
And I've been able to go to Kenya every 2 years since I was 1 year old. So I've been able to go visit family, learn dance in Kenya, learn more about my culture and things like that.
Yeah.
So I've been dancing. My first style of dance is African dance.
Gotcha.
Based off of my culture and all of that. And from there, that's where I took off and I did other styles of dance. I'm fully trained in ballet, jazz, tap.
Nice. Okay.
Contemporary, like all of it.
All of it. You like,
all
look, there's no dance that you ain't a part of, okay?
Yes, all of it. So, but when people ask me like what's my main style, I say African Caribbean.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, because I was gonna ask, like, you know, how has that influenced, you know, what you're doing now, but you already touched on that. So but that's awesome. So it's just in your blood, you know, because for me, you know, I know, and I've known very early on that I was not gifted with dance. Like you know, some of us got it, some of us don't, you know. I know you can kind of be taught, you know, a little bit, but sometimes you know, there's just some people that have it, you know. And when I was in Miami, because I was new, like I didn't know anybody or anything like that. And so I got a part of this group where I really love salsa dancing, salsa and African dance. And so I I signed up for like this it was like this app that'll tell you like when different events were happening in the city. And so I did it, and I was like, oh my God, I love this. But I was like, let me go in the back because I don't want to mess everybody up with my 2 left feet. But I absolutely loved it. And so I know my girls will love it, you know. So yeah. I'm so glad I came across this. And I'm so glad that, you know, you're living out your dream and putting it out there and putting it into motion, because one, that's major. That's not an easy thing, you know. Yeah, I'm sure. And so why is it important? Why do you feel like it's important for you to teach dance to little Black girls, and it's specifically these ages, this particular age?
Yeah. So for me, growing up, I had a lot of self-confidence issues, and dance would be like my outlet. Like that's when I really felt like I shined, and it helped with my self-confidence. But like growing up and being in different dance classes with other girls who were not like, you know, who were not melanated or all of that. I didn't look down on myself and how dark I was, and I always struggled with it. So I felt like I needed to have a program for girls of color, just to help with their self-confidence, and, you know, also being able to get them connected with culture as well. So I'm putting in self-confidence and culture all in one. So basically those 2 things are the things I focus on, but I also have a background in teaching. Early education, or early childhood education. I have my bachelor's in that. So I use like other techniques to get them, you know, moving, songs, games, things like that. So for my younger girls, it's not just dance. We do like little songs about like self-confidence and like that. We do like little activities, art activities in class. So it's not just the dance aspect. It's I really want to get their self-confidence up, you know. So they know that like they can do anything they want. Like just like a lot of them look up to me, so I'm like, you know, you can do anything you want. Never put down on yourself. So
I just think this is amazing. And that was actually going to be another question of mine is, you know, like what all does Mocha Princess Project offer, you know? And so for you to say like, it's almost kind of like a mentorship, you know what I mean? Where it's like, you know, you can do it, empowerment and all that good. So you really don't even understand, girl, like how used I am. Like when I saw your IG, I ran to my mom, I was like my sister, I was showing everybody, okay? And so I was just like, I wonder if she would do my podcast, because like I'm like, people need to know about this, you know?
And I mean, another thing is a lot of people don't know, but I'm a former pageant queen. So I did do pageants from when I was 18 until 25, and I did win a good amount of titles, including Miss Africa America.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I was the queen for 2020, but unfortunately that year.
But hey, you better still claim it. COVID is not. Don't let COVID take that from you, girl.
So I do like I do bring in like my pageant stuff for the girls to see.
Yes.
Get them interested in other things that they may want to do, because pageants was something I wanted to do as a child, but I didn't get the opportunity to do it until I became of age, basically.
Yeah.
So I just want them to know, like, you can do like anything that you can put your mind to, you can do, you know.
Yeah. And you know what, I honestly and truly, we need more people like you, like, you know, that are just like dedicated to the children and empowering them and letting them know, like you said, that you can do any and everything that you want to do. Like working with children, because I used to work with children too, around the same age, and I just feel like it really takes a special person to really, a lot of people do it, but to really connect with kids and to really get them to understand what you're saying or feel what you're saying in a way that it resonates with them, and they're like, and believe it, you know what I mean? And so I can only imagine, like for you, well, as when I was working with kids, and like say if they were struggling with something, with a concept or whatever, and they couldn't get it, and that moment when they finally get it, you know. And so I'm sure it's the same, like you're a teacher and a dance instructor, so it comes both ways, you know. If they're struggling with a dance move or something, they finally get it, that burst of confidence that they get, like it's so amazing to watch and to witness, you know. Yeah. And so I'm just like, thank you for doing this, thank you for you know, just having this idea. And so I know you said you've been wanting to do this, excuse me, you've been wanting to do this since you were 16. And so how have you set all of this into motion? Like, you know, it started out as an idea, right? What was it that, because with a lot of things is we have these ideas, I have a lot of ideas daily, constantly, but what was it that really made you say, okay, I'm gonna do this, this is what I want to do? And how did you set that into motion?
So I'm like a dreamer, and I like writing things down too.
Yes.
So I've been writing things down since I was 16, like things I would want to do with like a African Caribbean dance team, like the ages I would want to serve, and the families I would want to serve, and things like that. But it was mainly like me being scared all these years. Like, I'm like, how am I supposed to start this? And money wise, like, how much is it gonna cost me, or just to start this up, and things like that. But I'd say my husband's the one who actually got me to like push me out there, and was like, whatever you need or whatever I can do to help you start this, then let's do it. So he's like I'd say he's the main person. And then I did ask like a couple people like that I knew had like a daughter, things like that. Would you be interested in something like this? Would this be something you think she would like? And they're like, yeah, that's different, we don't have anything like that. It's true, I did look around the Sacramento area to see what we had, but for the most part I do know all the dance studios in the Sacramento area. And I compared like prices and things like that, tried to see what they had, what would make my program different, and how I would be able to stand out.
Yeah. And so I mean, like you're saying, there's not anything like it. And that's the beautiful thing, you know, whenever you start a business or start anything, you know, it's like you want to put it where there's a need for it, you know. And I think not only is there a need for it just overall, but I feel like now Black people are wanting to connect more to their African roots, like you were mentioning earlier. And so not only is it a perfect time for that, it's always been a perfect time, don't get me wrong, like we always gonna need that, you know what I mean? Like I don't feel like it's something that it's not a fad, it's not a phase, it's not something that's gonna go out of style or anything, you know. Like we all yearn for that connection, and then to have someone who not only grew up with it, like it's in your blood, you've been back to Kenya, back and forth, you know. One of my best friends, she's her father is Ghanaian, and so she was just like you, she would, when we were growing up, she would go back to Ghana on holidays and everything. And so, and I would just get my life through her, like, girl, how was it, like, what is it like, you know? And even now we're planning the trip now, so but you know, to have that firsthand connection with someone that knows it, and it's not like, oh, I just kind of, just studied it. It's like, no, this is you, it's believable. You got this. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I see you dance, I'm like, oh yeah, that's her. Like, and so again, just thank you for all of that. And like, so what do you see with in the future for Mocha Princess Project? What can we expect in the future from Mocha Princess Project? Maybe another location, or what are your goals? What did you write down for this?
I'd say more of getting out there so people know who we are. Mm-hmm. I did get a lot of great feedback and great response when I first put this program out there.
Yeah.
It was like overwhelming. It was really overwhelming. Yeah, I had probably over 60 inquiries from parents and families about the program. And then I ended up starting with 20 girls. Mm-hmm. So I'd say more like performances and doing like community, more like community performances. Like here. Yeah. So the girls have an opportunity to perform in front of people and get used to it. Because I know younger girls, they were very, very nervous their first performance. But they enjoyed themselves. Like they always ask about, oh, when are we gonna perform again and things like that. So I think more performances and more like family opportunities. So I do give families opportunities to get to know each other. Okay. So this year we did like a barbecue. Nice. Yeah. Everybody brought like food, and girls were able to go and play, and I was able to get to know some more of the parents. And so like I also want this to be not just for the girls but also for families to get to know each other, things like that. So. Yeah, no, that's awesome. No, I definitely think first of all, I know this is going to be something huge, because like I said, well, like you said, as soon as you put it out there, everybody was like, whoa, what is this? Let me sign up. How can I sign up? And so I know you mentioned, well, we've been kind of corresponding just a little bit, and your last performance is on the 30th of this month, correct? Yes, our last class. Yeah. Last class. Oh, okay. Because I was thinking it was a performance. So I was gonna say, like, how can we come watch? Can we be guests? But okay, got it. So your last class is August 30th, and then so once again, this has been really great. Like I said, I really just wanted to highlight this. This is what I do. Like, I find stuff and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I feel like this is amazing, and I just want to share it with everybody. And so one last time, like, how can the name of your program, your enrollment dates, when can they enroll, the ages, all that good stuff, all the details that people need to know so we can stay connected with you and your social media? Yeah, so again, this is Mocha Princess Project, and you can contact us through Instagram. Our page is Mocha Princess Dance. Okay. On Instagram. And then on Facebook, we're under Mocha Princess Project itself. Okay. And what area in Sacramento? I don't know if I asked that. What area in Sacramento are you guys in? So right now our classes are at Sierra 2 Dance Studio or Dance Complex. Okay. But next year it's subject to change. Gotcha. I'm looking for another facility to have my classes at. Okay. But hopefully in the future I do have like my own studio. Yeah. Girl, you know what? It's all about progress. It might take time, it might not. I feel like for you, things are gonna move. It's gonna move for you. It's gonna move in the direction that you want it to. And I'm excited to see like the growth in everything with this. Like I said, when I saw it, I just thought it was an amazing thing. This is what I have been looking for my girls, just for them to kind of stay connected to that side of the culture, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully, I'm fingers crossed, because I know you got a lot of people on your waiting list. So I'm like, fingers crossed I can get in there with my two little ones. But if not, I'm still a super supporter, and anything
any way I can help, you know, kind of get the word out, girl, just let me know. This is what I do. So
yes. And then also for people who are interested and they want to get on the wait list, it's better to contact me through email. So our email is Mocha Princess Project @gmail.com.
Okay, awesome.
So that's the best way to get on the wait list. And then let's see, our application opens in January.
Okay, remember that, January, y'all.
January 1st. And then we will start in April.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So application. Okay.
October. Yeah.
My bad. I don't mean to keep interrupting you. Sorry.
And then go all the way to October of next year.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a really long program. Okay. Yeah. Nice. So January is when applications open, and it'll start April and go to October.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
and then for we have an enrollment fee. So our enrollment fee is $30.
Okay.
But then after that, we do have a monthly fee it's going to be $60, but that will cover everything. So let's say if we have a performance coming up, that should cover for any type of uniform or anything that they need to wear. So yeah, that amount covers. I'm trying to make this as cost cost efficient for parents, things like that. I've always wanted to have a program where it's going to be like affordable for families. So I'm trying to make it as affordable for them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, as a parent, I appreciate that. I appreciate you keeping that in mind. But yeah, so any last minute words or advice or anything like that for, let's say there's a little girl out there and she wants to do dance, right? But she might be nervous. So what would you say to that little girl to kind of inspire her to keep going, just not only with dance, but just like in life in general,
Yeah, I'd say like put yourself out there and then see how it is. Definitely a program like mine, I try to get them to know each other so that they feel more comfortable in class.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Malaika. Again, I know I keep saying this throughout the whole interview. I'm like, but I really do think that you have something special here. And I just wish nothing but the best for you and for your program and for the girls that are a part of it. And keep doing what you're doing, and not only just with dance, but with the mentorship and teaching, because we need more people like you. We need more people that have the heart for it. You know what I mean? Like anybody can be a teacher, anybody could go past certification, but to really enjoy and love what you do, especially when in terms of kids, that's major. That's important, because you never know, like 20 years from now, you might even have a teacher that you're like, dang, I remember what that teacher said to me. You know what I'm saying? And so to have that, this is one thing that I do say, and I'm gonna go ahead and leave on that one, but I'm also a flight attendant, right? And so when people come onto my flight, I always say, you never know why people are on your flight. It could be for a good reason. It could be for a bad reason. But I never want to be the reason why they have a bad experience on my flight. I never want to be like that person, like, because I don't know what they're on there for. You know what I mean? They could have just heard some really bad news and they're flying to go be with family in a horrible time, or they can go and be celebrating the best of times. But either way, I don't want you to come on my flight and be like, this was the worst experience I've ever had because of you, because of this person. And so I take that with me everywhere. Like I never want to be someone's worst experience ever, and especially in a child's life, you know what I mean? Because they're just so precious. And so I just thank you for your patience, because Lord knows I got twins. It takes a lot of patience, girl. I know. Yeah. But for your patience and for just living out your truth and living out your passion and sharing it with us. So thank you.
Oh, no problem.
All right. And on that note, I guess, enjoy the rest of your day. And you will be hearing from me in January. If I make the cut, I don't know. But you will definitely see my application come through, girl. Because I think my girls will really enjoy it. So again, thank you. This has been fun. And I appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you.
All right. You have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.